who else got a Stanley Cup for Christmas? Because I really wanted one and it's really nice. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. I am so happy to have you. I'm really excited because today we're going to be going over vision boards and goals for 2023, habits and things that I want to accomplish in this next year, and just hopefully provide you guys with a lot of inspiration and encouragement for having a really great 2023. So if that interests you and you like the video, then make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And make sure you leave me a comment below with your goals for 2023. So first thing I want to talk about are goals and what we want to put into 2023 to make it a great year. So first, let's go over my goals and things I want to accomplish in 2023. So I don't like to have like a super rigid, structured type of goal system. I just find that that's too restrictive, and me personally, it's much more likely that I'll stick with things if I just give myself some good guidelines to go off of. So I have a few different categories of goals and things I want to work on this year. So in no particular order, I have nutrition, movement, mind and soul or self-care, and then finances. So the first thing I like to do is just write down the habits and things that I know really add value to my life and make my life better and make me just a better, healthier version of myself. So I write down those habits, and I kind of broke them into different categories of the four that I just mentioned. So like for nutrition, I like the idea of an 80-20 lifestyle. So pretty much during the week, I try to make all my meals at home and make things I really love that are nourishing. And that 20% is like having fun, going out to eat, spending time with family, date night, and that sort of thing. So mostly eating whole foods, making sure I'm taking my vitamins every day, and then just being conscious of my water intake. Those are kind of my top four nutrition things. And I'm already pretty good at these, but it's just something I want to make sure I build a lifelong habit of. So I like to keep that on my vision board just to remind me. Next category is movement. So I've been doing Pilates 3 times a week, and I want to keep that up. So going at least to 3 classes every week is one of my goals. And then I started adding some strength training into my workout regimen as well. So I have been loving using the Move app by Love Sweat Fitness and just doing at-home workouts. And then I'll also take it to the gym normally on Saturdays and do a strength training workout at the gym the weekends. So just making sure I get 5 workouts a week is really my goal. And then I also want to just be more mindful of getting up and getting my steps in. I have a walking pad at home that I can use when I'm working. So just being more mindful of that. That's probably what's hardest for me in the movement category, is just getting my daily steps, because it's so easy working from home to just sit around all day. So I want to make sure I'm just being mindful of trying to get more steps in and going for walks and stuff. The next thing I have on my list is self-care, or things for the mind and soul. So I love taking baths and just having all my like lavender, my bath salts, and watching YouTube or reading in the bathtub. So I like to do that at least once a week. So I want to make sure that that's something that I am still doing this year. And then I want to be more consistent with my reading. So I like to make a list of books that I want to read this year and just try to start knocking those out. So just being more mindful of that. And then consistent wake and sleep schedule. This is so hard for me. It's so easy for me to just sleep in, to sleep way longer than I need to. So I'm working on my sleep routine and my sleep schedule. I just got the Hatch Restore like alarm clock that does the sunrise and stuff. I got that for Christmas. So I'm trying to use that to help. And then I'm taking like a daily sleep vitamin from Persona Nutrition, and then I'm taking like a wake vitamin as well. So it just has different things in there to kind of help you get a better night's sleep and wake up more rested in the morning. So I'm doing that as well. And then I really just need to bite the bullet and like force myself to wake up at the same time every day. And once I can do that, I think the whole sleep schedule will kind of come full circle. So I'm really working hard at that. and trying to get that down. So that's probably one of the hardest things on my list for 2023. Then I have daily journaling. So I'm using my 5-minute journal. I've got to get better about doing this at like the same time every day. So I'm going to try to add that into my morning routine as I'm waking up a little bit earlier as well. So I want to add that to my morning routine, maybe before I eat breakfast or while I'm eating, something like that. And the last category I have is financial. So there's a few things that we want to pay off over the next couple months. I am really good about like budgeting and paying things down and that sort of thing. So I have my whole financial plan for next year already written out. So I think in March we'll be done paying off some credit cards and things like that. And then I want to build an emergency savings fund. So I'm thinking about 4 months of savings will be good for now. And then we're gonna start saving for a down payment on a home. So I'm thinking maybe in about 2 years, we'll be able to buy a house. If you didn't know, the home we're in currently is actually a rental home. So this is not our forever home, although we really love this house. And when we do go to buy a house, I think we'll look for something that has a lot of the same features as this one. So that kind of goes over all my goals for this year. Most importantly, I think you need to determine what your big picture is and your why. This is something that I listened to on Mariana Hewitt's podcast recently, and she just talked about keep asking yourself, but why? But why? So like, let's say your goal is you want to get healthy. Okay, why do you want to get healthy? Well, I want to lose weight. Okay, but what's a bigger reason? I want to be confident. Okay, dig a little deeper. Okay, so my why is I want to be the best version of myself so I can live a long, healthy life, become a mom one day and be healthy for my children, and then, you know, just be there in the best capacity for my loved ones throughout my life. So it's really about digging deep and taking that second to really think a little bit more about what your real reason for being your best self is in the new year. So it's definitely important to make sure you have a why. So that covers all of my goals for 2023 and habits and things I want to do this next year. So this year I really wanted to, along with all my goals, just embrace like being a woman and what femininity means to me, because a lot of my characteristics are masculine. Like I have a tendency to want to control things at all times. I want to kind of be the boss and make the decisions and that sort of thing. And those are very masculine characteristics that don't always serve me. Don't get me wrong. I love that I'm organized and I'm a good planner and things like that. But it's good to be able to take a step back and, you know, figure out what's really serving me and when those characteristics maybe need to, you know, take a step back and that sort of thing. My color inspiration is pink, so I have my pink roses here, and I really designed my vision boards around the color pink just to remind me to lean into the feminine side of things and that softness and nurturing characteristics. So you're gonna see a lot of pink in my color scheme. So the first thing I did was create a digital vision board that I wanted to use for my phone background. So I'll walk you guys through what I did on Canva. So the first thing I did was create a Pinterest board of things that resonated with me for what I want to do in 2023. And again, that femininity and the pink and just all of the things that I had written down for my goals and habits. So I just found images that really resonated with me and then just playing with them and adding them to my Pinterest board. And then I copy and pasted everything that I really loved onto Canva and just designed it from there. So it's pretty simple to do, and it's actually really fun if you've never done this before. And you can even kind of make a new one every month or every quarter whenever you want to just do like a little refresh. So this one is definitely very visual. There's a few really great quotes on here and just sayings and things like that. So this just represents what I want this new year to bring for me and the goals that I'm working towards. So I set this as my phone background, and that way I'm constantly seeing it and remembering what I'm working towards and what I want to do this year. So I also wanted to create a physical vision board. So I stopped by Michael's to get some different colored paper to use as the background for my vision board. So what I like to do is use a cork board and create the vision board on that. I just find that it's more sturdy, and I'm using one that I already had mounted on the wall. So I have, you know, the perfect place to already add it to the wall because there's already screws. So I'm gonna put it in my gym room. So when I'm working out and when I'm in there walking and stuff during the work day, I am just reminded of my vision board and what my real goals are for 2023. So I kind of created this little aesthetic working space with my pink flowers and my pink markers, and poured myself a glass of kombucha and then just got to work. So I worked on placing the background paper on the board, and I alternated between using push pins and tape. And then at the end, I ran out of tape and started using Mod Podge, which actually turned out really great. So if you just use Mod Podge the whole time, I would probably do that next time when I make another one. So it just made it a lot easier, and then things are really glued down on there. What I like to do is print out my goals for each category, and then of course the titles. So I have movement, financial, self-care, and nutrition. So I have 4 little quadrants on my vision board, and then I put things relating to each category in that little quadrant. So for example, where I have movement, I put my goals of Pilates 3 times a week, strength training twice a week, and walking daily. And then I put like my self-care in one, and so on. And then I printed out a 2023 and put that in the middle. And then I just used different images and quotes that I saved in that Pinterest board, and I just printed those out and put them onto the board. And I am so in love with how it turned out. I think it's just perfect. It's so representative of how I want this year to look for me and everything that's important to me this year. So let me know what you guys think, and I would love to know if you are also planning on doing a vision board and what yours ends up looking like. I would love to hear about that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and for watching this vision board and 2023 goals video. I really hope this was inspirational and offered you some encouragement and help with figuring out what you want this next year to look like for you, and giving you some ideas for your own vision board. Make sure if you did like this video that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content in 2023 from me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.